Hey gang, so this video is mainly just for anybody 16 or above that you have been to the gym before. Okay, so some of these exercises you've done before, you're comfortable enough using heavier weights, and you actually have the facility at your house or at maybe somebody else's that you can actually use this or do this. Okay, so what I've said is, if you look at your program here, is please do not use this video if you've never lifted a weight before. Okay, do not use this. I'll say it again, I'll repeat it again. You will do what I've already sent out for your group, but if you have and you're comfortable enough using weights, okay, you can do this. So if you scroll down to the bottom of your sheet, I've said there 16 years and plus, 2004, year that you were born, or plus or below in this case. So what you want to really focus is on some heavy lifting. So if you have dumbbells, which I obviously do, so for example, these are roughly about 40 pounds each, okay? Now, I'm not saying you have to use 40 pounds, but whatever weight you can use. What you really want to do is you want to go as heavy as you can for 3 to 5 reps on 4 or 5 exercises, which I'm going to outline. So as you can see there, the first point, heavy compound lifts. Compound basically means that it works multiple muscle groups in one movement. Okay, so I said bench press, you can do dumbbell press, which I'll show you. A squat, a horizontal row, you can get done at home. Deadlift, you can get done at home. Pull-ups and chin-ups might be more difficult, but using that thing to go across your door, I know a lot of people do have it, so you might be able to do some pull-ups and chin-ups, and then an overhead press or a shoulder press, military press, anything that you push above the head. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this bench. I'm going to show you what it all looks like. So for example, remember, weight is important. Okay, 3 to 5 reps, that's what you want to do. If it's too easy and you're able to do 10, 12 repetitions, you need to lift the weight. Okay, if you don't have any heavier weight, there's just nothing you can do. Okay, so for example, first one is a bench press, or in this case, a dumbbell press. Okay, so I sit myself in. Okay, lower myself down and bring it up. Now, what's important is that I keep my feet firmly into the floor. Okay, I don't want my feet being out here on my toes, firmly pushed into the floor. What you want to do is retract your scapula, your shoulder blade back onto the bench. Slowly down, get to about right into the armpit, boom, push up. What you don't want to do is bring it up and let them touch. Do not let them touch at the top. Slowly down and push. So again, has to be heavy enough for 3 to 5 reps. So every rep should be a struggle. So it should be, when you're done, the safest way of doing it is bring your knees up and let your dumbbells touch your knees and then back down. Okay? Ideally, you want to have a spotting partner, mom, dad, or if you're training, if there's a couple of you training, just make sure that there's somebody there watching you, to making sure that you're able to dismantle the weight properly. Okay? Once that's done, you might go into a squat again. So you're not going to have a barbell. If you do have a barbell, fantastic. But if you don't worry about it. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to grab this weight here. You're going to hold it like a goblet. So like this. Okay? Shoulder width apart with the squat. Okay? Down, 90 degrees, boom, up and squeeze. Pushing your knees out in line with the baby toe. Okay? Knees out, up. From the side, it looks like this. Big deep breath. Knees, boom, up and squeeze. Okay? Controlled, boom, up and squeeze again. You want to make sure that the weight is heavy enough. If it's not heavy enough and you can do 12 to 15 or 10 to 12, just do as much as you can, but just do these exercises. Once that's done, you might move and do your back. So common one is a bent over row. Okay, you use a barbell. In this case, we use 2 dumbbells. So shoulder width apart. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to about 90 degrees with my hip. So roughly about there. Now, my back is nice and straight. What you don't want is round the back nice and straight. You're going to do is pull in, back down, drive it into the chest, back down. If 2 is too difficult, use 1, hand supported there, and use 1, controlled. Pull in and back down, and then switch sides. Again, you want it to be heavy enough, 3 to 5 reps, but if you can't do it, you just don't have the weight, just increase the reps, okay? Go to about 6 to 8 or 8 to 10, 10 to 12, whatever you can do, okay? Now, once that's done, we go into a deadlift. So deadlift is a hip dominant movement. So it basically means it works the hip, okay? So it's slightly different to a squat. So shoulder width apart, we're gonna use these 2 dumbbells. Okay, we're gonna use these 2. Excuse the dog. Okay, no, scooch out of the way, boy. Good. So now we're gonna let that go in front. And all we're gonna do is push our hips back, but this is a Romanian deadlift. So we only go as far as the knee. Back up and squeeze. You should feel this in the hamstring. Big deep breath. Let it slide. Boom, up. As you can see, my back is nice and straight. And then up, squeeze. So make sure this is what it looks like from the back. Controlled, there, boom, up and squeeze the glutes. Again, 3 to 5 reps. If not, just increase the repetitions, boom, boom, and up. Okay, and now I'm gonna show you an overhead. Like I said, I'm not gonna show you a chin up or a pull up. I don't have it here with me. Okay, I don't have it set up. So chin up, pull up, if you need to do them, you know what they are. Okay, you can do them yourself. Now, this next one, shoulder press. So if you're fortunate enough to have a bench, good, you obviously put it to vertical, into this position here, back, nice and firm up against. Get yourself into a shoulder press position, feet pushed into the floor. You're just gonna press up, controlled, slowly down, all the way down into a W, boom, and press right up. Okay, now what's important is that your back does not come off the bench. Okay, common mistake here. If you look, people going here, you see that? See the gap here? Their back is here, and then they're lifting. They're using their back, they're using their different parts of their body to lift, not their shoulders. Okay, so what you really want is, boom, nice and tight up against it. If you find that your back is coming off, maybe you don't do much shoulder pressing because it just means that you're lacking mobility in the upper back or the mid back. Okay, so what that basically means is if you work behind a desk or if you're in school all day behind the computer, this position all the time, you're gonna get super, super tight in the middle. So you need to do some mobility work before you can start lifting overhead. But if you're comfortable enough and mobile enough to lift overhead, please do. Okay, that's it. And again, you can follow those exercises that I've given to anybody that hasn't used the gym before, okay? So you can follow that. If you're not comfortable using this or don't have the equipment, don't have the weight, you can use all that, okay? You can do all those exercises. So whatever you can do, hopefully this has helped. If you've been to the gym before, ignore what I'm saying. If you're comfortable enough, okay, this might seem like very basic to you, but that's okay, all right? It's never a harm for you to learn the proper technique if you don't quite have it nailed down as of yet, okay? So really, whatever you're doing, just make sure you're doing it safely. Always have a spotter if you're lifting heavy weights. Mom, dad, ideally, somebody stronger, whoever's in the family is a bit stronger that they can lift the weight, okay? So ideally, you want to do that, okay? If you need any questions, tell mom or dad or yourselves. Email me if you don't have my contact details, please. Get in touch with Logan, get in touch with Liam, Ian, whoever you're in regular contact with, and you can get my details and you can email me and you can ask whatever you prefer. Okay? All right. Thank you.